Now to a dramatic protest on Capitol Hill. Senator Cory Booker has been speaking since 7 p.m. last night, all through the night, into the early morning and through this afternoon, with only temporary relief as fellow Democrats ask questions while allowing him to maintain the floor. A live look right now at the Senate floor where you can see another Democratic Senator, Tammy Baldwin, there giving him a moment of reprieve. And though it feels like it, Booker's speech is not technically a filibuster, since it's not preventing a vote on legislation or a nomination from moving forward. Meanwhile, a final scramble is underway in Washington with last-minute negotiations over President Trump's planned tariffs. With less than 24 hours to go, the White House will not confirm what tariffs will be announced or how much the imposed taxes will be. Suspense continues to build 24 hours out from President Trump's promised sweeping tariffs. The president calls April 2nd Liberation Day, when those widespread tariffs take effect. But today, the White House said the president will not lay out specifics until tomorrow.
He's with his trade and tariff team right now, perfecting it to make sure this is a perfect deal for the American people.
They are very confident that this is all going to work. But
Yes.
What if they're wrong?
They're not going to be wrong. It is going to work.
Democrats widely condemn the tariffs, and even some Republican lawmakers are skeptical, hinting they could back a Senate resolution aimed at blocking the tariffs on Canadian goods.
I think everybody's concerned.
Tariffs will create pain for some businesses, and I think Wisconsin will be particularly hard hit with all the manufacturing and agricultural interests.
Meanwhile, a dramatic display of protest from Senator Cory Booker, who pulled an all-nighter on the Senate floor Monday into Tuesday, standing up to what he called the grave inequities imposed on the American people by the Trump administration. Booker listed widespread federal layoffs, cuts to Medicaid, tariffs on our allies, and mass deportations as some of the Trump decisions shaking our democracy to its core.
I believe generations from now will look back at this moment and have a single question. Where were you? Where were you when our country was in crisis and when American people were asking for help? Help me. Help me. Did we speak up?
But what do voters think? Two key states that helped propel President Trump back into the White House held elections today. Florida voters decided who would replace Matt Gaetz and Mike Walz in the House, while voters in Wisconsin selected a new state Supreme Court judge that could determine the balance of that state's Supreme Court. And results of those elections are still being tabulated. The outcome of the Florida races are key to Republicans maintaining control of the House. Elon Musk dumped millions into the Wisconsin race, even giving two voters who signed his petition against activist judges million-dollar checks.
All right, back to the Capitol now and Senator Cory Booker's speech, which could break the record for the longest Senate speech in history. Here's another live look. He's approaching hour 22. The record set back in 1957 was just over 24 hours, and that was by South Carolina Senator Strom Thurmond, who filibustered trying to stop the Civil Rights Act of 1957.
Today, Senate Democrats announced they will launch a war room to fight back against the Trump administration's plan to make cuts to Social Security.
People are catching on to how bad, how terrible this administration is for them.
We will support and protect and defend Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, veterans benefits, nutritional assistance to children and families in America, and the things that matter to the quality of life of hardworking American taxpayers.
Senator Schumer said the war room will serve as a hub to provide oversight, plan visits to Social Security offices, and host town halls to keep people informed. Democrats are also calling on their Republican colleagues to vote against the president's budget proposal.